if you wish, to overcome your habits, to overcome your addictions. Step into stillness. Don't judge yourself and just watch. Sooner or later, you'll realize, oh my goodness, I'm the director of this bloody movie. If I don't want to do it, I don't have to do it anymore. If you're struggling with addiction of any kind, try this. Consider this. Consider that all addiction is a cycle. Okay, we probably all know that. We can all agree, yes. All addiction is a cycle. A cycle that we're used to living within. Certain habits we're used to living within. It's just a cycle. But what is a cycle? A cycle is movement. And so if we're in an addiction, if we're in a habit that we just can't break free from, so we label it an addiction, and all that's happened is that we've got so accustomed and so used to moving in a certain way. Our mind, our emotions, our habits, our physical movement moves in a certain way. That's all addiction is. So how can we escape that habit? It's a lot easier said than done, but it can be done. So what we must do is to become acquainted with silence, become acquainted with stillness, that which is beyond the movement. Because again, all addiction is movement. All mental patterns, emotional patterns, physical patterns are movement. But if you can touch stillness, then you can touch an aspect of yourself that is untouched by any addiction that has ever taken over you. And the more you become acquainted with that stillness, the less of a hold that addiction will have over you. Because there's a part of you that is not tainted by that addiction. That addiction is a human quality you picked up. It's okay. No judgment. No judgment on yourself. Really. It's okay. We're all humans. We're all figuring it out. If you're struggling with an addiction, return to stillness, because in stillness that addiction cannot move you outward. In stillness is absolute peace, absolute tranquility. When we move out of that stillness and we become attached to things we're seeing, touching, tasting, hearing, smelling, then addictions unfold. But the more you're able to break that habit, break that routine by sitting in stillness, even for 5 seconds a day, 5 minutes a day, 30 minutes a day, the more of a grip you'll have over your own decision making. The more of a grip you'll have over your own emotions and thoughts. And slowly but surely, you'll begin to unravel that cycle that you once called an addiction. And soon you'll be able to call it, that was just an old habit of mine. Yes, it was detrimental. Yes, it ruined my marriage. Yes, it almost made me go broke. Yes, I struggled with it a lot. But it was just a habit. Now I'm able to step back from it, learn from it, and move forward without judgment. So if you're struggling with addiction of any kind, not just substance, because there's addictions of all kinds, stress, anxiety are very much addictions for many of us. Addiction to a certain person in a relationship that you can't get out of, that you can't let go of. An addiction to social media, your phone. An addiction to anything. There's so many types of addictions. It's not just substances or anything like that. But any habit you have that you can't break and you want to break it, just think, okay, I need to give some more time to stillness, because when I can touch stillness, which will take time, it won't happen overnight, but when I can touch it, then I know I'm touching something, a version of me that is untouched by the movement that is locking me in to my addiction. But you don't need to be locked into it. You can simply learn to sit in stillness and step back from it. Now, I'm not sitting here with a bunch of scientific graphs to hold up and a bunch of charts to point to and textbooks that support my case. I'm speaking from experience. I'm speaking from experience of touching stillness and knowing that, whoa, when I touch stillness, nothing can touch me. No thought, no emotion, no habit, no pattern, no person, no identity, no ancestors can touch me. I'm completely still. How beautiful, how fresh. And that's possible for anyone. And one simple way to begin developing this is obviously meditating, which can be difficult, but if you want some help, check the link in my description. Got a free newsletter that comes out with weekly guided meditations that really can help. But anyways, if you want to start, another way to start, an easier way to start, is that when you have an impulse for your addiction, whether it's drinking, smoking, a relationship, like I said, anxiety, stress, whatever, when you begin to recognize a pattern, a habit, and you want to break it, do this. When you have the impulse arise, take a deep breath in and out through your nose, focus your eyes between your eyebrows, drop your awareness into your heart for 30 seconds only. Even set a timer on your phone for 30 seconds, just sit, breathing in and out through your nose, not your mouth, Eyes focus between your eyebrows closed, and just drop your awareness into your heart and pay attention. Just sit. Over time, you will begin to notice stillness in the form of ease, peace, joyousness, freedom. And then you can get up and you can go do this addiction. You can go indulge in this pattern. And it's fine. Do it. It's okay, as long as you don't hurt yourself. But then do it again the next day when you have that habit pop up again, and then again and again. Just bring some consciousness, bring some awareness into your decisions so that emotions, thoughts, and physical habits can no longer just have you stuck in a cycle. You can break that cycle by becoming aware of it. So again, if you wish to overcome your habits, to overcome your addictions, step into stillness. Don't judge yourself and just watch. Sooner or later, you'll realize, oh my goodness, I'm the director of this bloody movie. If I don't want to do it, I don't have to do it anymore.